feeling of restiveness as our days there drew to a close. The race had apparently made up their differences, although they weren't talking very much. Mr. Datta was anxious to get back to his office in Delhi, and Mrs. Datta's rheumatism was playing up. I was restless too, wanting to return to my writing desk in Mussoorie. That evening, I decided to take one last stroll across the bridge to enjoy the cool breeze of a summer nights in the mountain. The moon hadn't come up, and it was really quite dark, although there were lamps at either end of the bridge, providing sufficient light for those who wished to cross over. I was standing in the middle of the bridge in the darkest part, listening to the river thundering down the gorge, when I saw the sari-draped figure emerging from the lamplight and making towards the railings. Instinctively, I called out, "Gulabi?" She half turned toward me, but I could not see her clearly. The wind had blown her hair across her face, and all I saw was wildly staring eyes. She raised herself over the railing and threw herself off the bridge. I heard the splash as her body struck the water far below. Once again, I found myself running toward the part of the railing where she had jumped, and then someone was running towards the same spot from the direction of the rest house. It was young Mr. Ray. "My wife," he cried out. "Did you see my wife?" He rushed to the railing and stared down at the swirling waters of the river. "Look, there she is," he pointed out at a helpless figure bobbing above the water. We ran down the steep bank to the river, but the current had swept her on. Scrambling over the rocks and bushes, we made frantic efforts to catch up with the drowning woman. But the river in that defile is a roaring torrent, and it was over an hour before we were able to retrieve poor Mrs. Ray's body, caught in driftwood about a mile downstream. She was cremated not far from where we found her, and we returned to our various homes in gloom and grief, chastened, but none the wiser for the experience. If you happen to be in that area and decide to cross the bridge late in the evening, you might see Gulabi's ghost or hear the hoofbeats of Wilson's horse as he canters across the old wooden bridge looking for her, or you might see the ghost of Mrs. Ray and hear her husband's anguished cry. Or there might be others. Who knows? That's just